Alright, Aquarius, welcome to your general reading for the month of October. I want to apologize for those of you that are following my channel. For the last 2 weeks, I didn't upload the weekly readings. I was sick and then I needed to take care of some other things, so I just didn't get to it. I did get a fish tank though. Well, I had the fish tank, I got the fishes. And I also managed to finish my OSHO Zen Tarot reading course. So do feel very welcome to have a look at that. There's a link for it down below in the description. Okay, the first couple of lessons is free, and it also includes a free guided meditation, which is actually really, really fantastic. So in this reading, we are going to look at where you currently are, what are the influences on that, and where that is taking you. There's definitely some warnings over here for your Aquarius, and then we're going to clarify using Rider-Waite Tarot. So the first cards are from the Osho Zen deck, and what has brought you towards where you are at the moment? Intensity. Now, intensity is all about being in the present moment. So I can see for a lot of you, you have really, really been practicing here and nowness. You've really been practicing being in the now. You may have really worked very, very hard to sort of like eliminate all of those thoughts that you might have been having, those thoughts that might not be serving your best interest. I can see that a lot of you have put in, you've put a lot of work into that, which is really, really great, because you have really brought yourself into the present, into the here now, which is the powerful moment, because it's the moment in which we receive. All right. Where you are at the moment, probably a bit trapped up in the mind though with morality. This energy, it's the way that we normally get wrapped up in this energy often comes from very good intentions. It comes from, I must do things right, I've got to do things the right way, I shouldn't cut corners, this is what I should do, this is what I shouldn't do, this is the right way, that is not the right way. So initially it typically comes from very, very good intentions, but a lot of times it doesn't really work out to our best interest. And the question is really, may you have delved into sort of like the pros and cons sort of avenues so much that it actually began to reach a point where your beautiful, brilliant mind is actually working to your detriment and not to your benefit. All right, we're going to clarify that a bit, and even going forward, so during this month of October, because this is a general reading for October, and you want to take it as it resonates, but there is a lot of sort of like I feel releasing negative energy that might be holding you back. But during October, you actually really, Aquarius, you want to really be mindful of not getting, sort of delving so deep into your mind that that your life can potentially become more challenging than it actually needs to be. So you really, really wanna practice, presence, being here and being now, focusing on your breathing. When we focus on our breathing, it brings us into the present, and you can't really think of anything else while you're focusing on your breathing. It might be a time during October to actually, maybe if you have a journal, pick it up and work with it again, or get yourself one, and really delving into your thoughts. What am I thinking? Do I want to think this? Do I want to have the consequences of what this thinking is bringing in my life, and that sort of thing? That might be something that you really want to invest in during the month of October. Okay. Let's see, let's clarify for you. So let's start with that intensity, because I can see that you started off really, really well. And then you've basically been doing really, really well going forward, even where you are now. But it's almost like going forward, you just want to be mindful of not almost like going further than you need to be, where you kind of mess things up for yourself in effect. You just want to be careful of that. Aren't that fish is just beautiful? Look at them, they're so gorgeous. I'm getting a few more, but those are sunset variatus platypus, and I just wanted to give them some time to acclimatize to the tank. Awesome stuff. All right. So looking at that intensity, you got the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So could it be possible that the concerns that you have at the moment, could they have arisen from matters of the heart possibly? Because I see here that you may have sort of come to a conclusion, come to a realization of like, this is what I'd like to have. This seems like a good choice for me. This is maybe something, that I should do. This is something that could work for me. And then I can see here that source came through, your heart open. Somebody may have sort of like, said to you, listen, Aquarius, this is how I feel about you. Or maybe, you opened your heart But there is definitely a space here where things just started to flow and things started to come together. Some of you may have entered a high level commitment or opened yourself to marriage, or went into a prosperous partnership. Very, very good. So you have to let me know in the comments, but something really, really good came about here. Something really good came together here. Maybe an improvement in health, an improvement in mental state, improvement in sort of like emotional state. Lots of really, really good things that have transpired here. So let's see, how did something that maybe started off so well, how did that start going south for you, or it's in the process of going south? Because here's the thing, some of you may still think that that you're doing the good thing, that you're doing the proper thing, that you're doing the right thing. So you may be busy losing the path without actually realizing it. So it might be time to maybe breathe and just kind of look at everything, and just say, well, I may have started out from this vantage point with this sort of goal, and that in mind and that picture in mind, but is that still what I want to have, or am I maybe wanting something different, or is it time to maybe change my mind to something different? Three cards came out there for your present state. You got the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Seven of Wands. So you really don't want to be standing in your own way. That window over there is making a lot of light. I'm sorry. So you really don't want to be standing in your own way, in effect, because where you are at the moment, there's a breakthrough coming, and maybe don't overthink a breakthrough. Maybe there's a breakthrough coming, there's an opportunity coming for you. Maybe you realize that it's time to maybe venture in different directions, and knowing that and very understanding of that, but then thinking, okay, so this is what I must do. But try to not overthink a brilliant opportunity, especially with money, especially with a sense of security, expressing yourself more. There's a beautiful opportunity that's coming about for you, that for some of you, you may be a little bit off your life path, when I say off your life path, I mean the positive potential of your life, maybe a little bit off, out of sync there. If you are experiencing yourself being out of sync, or maybe losing your grip on life just a little bit, you might want to look at your own sense of morality and values. Are you sacrificing yourself for what you want, or for what you believe you should want? So if somebody needs to be burnt at the stake, are you actually burning yourself at the stake? Are you sacrificing that for the greater good, so to speak, that you will sacrifice yourself? Because that isn't going to work well for you. And I do see that for some of you, there's excellent potential over here. But some of you might be sort of sacrificing the self and saying, well, I'll do this and I'll do that. And I do feel that for those of you that do it, it really is outdated negative thoughts and beliefs, non-serving beliefs that you're ready to let go of. So if you are finding yourself in a space where you are sort of sacrificing yourself, turning yourself into the sacrificial lamb, the question that you really want to have from that is, why am I doing this? Why am I prepared to put myself second? And what is it that I am willing to release at this particular point in time? Okay? Don't sacrifice yourself. Let's look at this mind energy, because you may think that, well, I can survive this small sacrifice, I'm strong, and those sort of things. But I do feel that a small little sacrifice that may seem quite non-consequential might quite quickly become a bigger problem than you realize. So just watch out for that. In your energy going forward, you've got Temperance, you've got the Six of Wands, and you've got the Moon energy. So that is really, really cool of what is happening over there. Temperance with that Sagittarius energy, Moon energy with that Pisces energy over there. So reminding you that you are in the space of learning, in the space of becoming, shaping, and molding. Lots of victory and success for you. But again, it comes down to the emotions. Are you opening yourself? And that is really your challenge for the month of October. Opening yourself to the possibilities of how beautiful your life can become. This is your success. Not everybody may support it. Not everybody may understand it. Not everybody may be on board with that, But in this life, the person's opinion that is most prevalent in your life is yours, because at the end of the day, the only person that has to live with the consequences of your choices is effectively you. All right, so make sure that you are the one that is approving from your own choices first and foremost, before you worry about what others may think. Otherwise, you can quickly, as I said, easily get yourself into bigger problems there than you may actually realize. All right. So that's what I got for you. I hope that helps. I wish you all the best for the month of October ahead for you. If that resonates with you, I would really appreciate you liking the video. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. If you feel that somebody else may benefit from this message, definitely go ahead and share it with them. And I would also really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and hit that all notifications bell. I will see you next week from my heart. Namaste. Love and light.